the area got a lot of inexpensive housing here, so the development of USX could be a major coup if it ever gets off the ground. There's that church up there is over at 83rd Street, and that's the entrance into the USX area. I'll take you over there in a little bit.
All right.
So that's all there. The issue with South Shore as it stands, getting back to infrastructure, is I think the commercial side has to come in and kind of parallel the residential. The commercial side is still lacking. I think there's a lack of banking and a lack of some of the basics in terms of grocery, restaurant, the things you probably take for granted up on the north side of Chicago, with just the number of restaurants that are up there. The IC puts you downtown in a short amount of time. It's a wonderful form of transportation, gets you downtown quickly. But as we drive down, we're actually going down 79th Street, and 79th, 75th, 71st, those were the key streets for commercial. And as you can see, it's sorely lacking.
Yeah.
Back in my day, there was a Jewel, would have been up here on the right. There was a National, that was a food store, by the way, back over on Exchange, and so it's very much lacking in major retail development. And so some of that has to come in. I think it partially has to be part of the commercial folks have to feel that it's secure, that the crime has to be taken care of, that and then once commercial comes back in, once we have restaurants and grocery stores and Chinese food and pizza places, but as long as we have a corner like the one that's coming up here on the right, this was where I got the knife pulled on me. As far as I'm concerned, this is where so many drug deals are going down here on the right. You could probably see them if you, they probably don't want to get photographed.
Right.
But that's, that is what South Shore is at the moment. And, if you live close to the lake, it's a little different over there. This is part of that Tarrytown thing that I was talking about before. Just for the heck of it, I'll take you to Tarrytown.
All right. Yeah, it's obviously sort of a catch-22 situation, or a chicken and egg situation, which is, it's hard to get people moving down and investing in the area without things already in place that are going to attract them down here. But a lot of those things, like businesses, commercial development, kind of want to see that influx of people first. It seems like each side is waiting for the other to...
I think there needs to be a commercial commitment by the banks and by the city and by the aldermen. This is the edge of Tarrytown here, but as we get inside, Yates isn't too bad, but I'll take you down here on 77th Street. And for the next 4 blocks, things are a little dicey over here.
Yeah, you can see
this building on the left
board up here that...
this is a huge building over here. Right? And the one next door and down the block. And it's you know, and what that breeds in terms of issues. Another building right here in the corner. This is the neighborhood I grew up in. Just down the block here, my friend Joey Geiderman. And I could tell you, you know, Joey turned out okay. You know, he's the head of emergency medicine for Cedars-Sinai in Los Angeles.
You guys really did churn out quite a few good folks.
You know, and I could point out places where, as a matter of fact, this next block here, a fellow named Howie Mandel, not the comedian, but just almost as famous in the jazz community. He was a good friend of mine. He lived a few doors down here. And Howie is the premier critic on the jazz scene in New York City. Grew up right down the block here. So the grammar school is a few blocks down that way. It's called Myra Bradwell. But as you can see, you know, it's I used to mow this lady's lawn over here. My building was 7640 Colfax, which is the yellow building here on the left.
All right.
And I grew up on that first floor where that air conditioner is.